WNJC, Washington Township, Philadelphia. Philadelphia's Renaissance radio station. Brought to you from Forsyth Broadcasting. Or listen to us at WNJCradio.com.
Okay, everyone, it's time to put on your listening ears, thinking caps, and laughing shoes. It's time for the Doc and Amy Show with your sweethearts of the airwaves who agree to disagree, well, sometimes.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC. It just starts in black and white.
Take it away, Doc and Amy.
You feel blame? No. Feel really?
Oh, yeah.
Are you mad? Do you feel like Woods Kebab Rough Radish?
Alrighty then. Well, that brings us to another Sunday episode of the Doc and Amy Show. Welcome, everyone. We are Doc and Amy, and first off, okay, so they can't see us. Anyway, wanted to let you know that there are several ways to get in touch with us. Number one, you can give us a call here and speak with us live, 856-227-1360. That's 1360 for those of you who don't have it pre-programmed. We can reach us on our website, www.thedocandamyshow.com. You can tweet us, and that's at Doc and Amy Show. You can reach us by Gmail, docandamy@gmail.com. You can call our home phones or just stop by. So, anyway, all of that out of the way. Hello, Amy. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. I'm a little flustered today, but I'm sure.
Flustered? Not flustered, flustered.
I'm flustered, yes. That's a brand new word of my own making. We have someone with us today, working the boards. John is on a secret mission again, and Eddie is with us. How you doing, Eddie?
I'm all right. How are you guys?
We are doing pretty well.
We picked him up at Wawa on the way here. We were getting some coffees, and he looked like he would know what he was doing, and we brought him with us. So.
Eddie's a homeless engineer. We picked him up on the way. What we're doing today is, generally speaking, our usual bill of fare. We want to welcome everyone on this holiday. It is June 22nd. I want to let everyone know that today there's only one holiday in the world.
Really?
Yes. I don't know why they specified this, but it's National Chocolate Eclair Day.
What?
It's National Chocolate Eclair
Wow.
Day. Which you have headphones on. You can't hear me? Okay. Let's see.
That's exciting.
It is so exciting. National Chocolate Eclair Day is a sugary, sweet way to start your day. It's a sweet, tasty way to end your day, too. Eclairs are a light, crisp pastry filled with pastry cream. They're most often eaten as a dessert. They can be eaten at every meal or as a snack and even in your sleep if you're really an overachiever. So that's today, National Eclair Day. You got to love some of these holidays. Let me run down the holidays for you coming up over this next week. Eddie,
Let's go.
Thank you very much. I'll be so glad when that breaks. This coming week, let's see, it'll be going up to the 28th, I suppose. So from, through this week, what we're looking forward to, and of course you'll all want to celebrate and put up the tree and hide the eggs and all that other sort of thing. National Columnist Day. National Pink Day. I have no comment. Swim a Lap Day. Well, I still have no comment. Log Cabin Day. National Catfish Day. That's just for you, Harrison.
He hates catfish.
Beautician's Day. Forgiveness Day, which I will not be celebrating. Sunglasses Day. Insurance Awareness Day.
Oh, please. I wonder who sponsored that one.
That's what it says right there. And Paul Bunyan Day. So if you're feeling blue and enormous, you can celebrate that on your own. Those are the things you can celebrate this upcoming week. Of course, to remind you, June has several celebrations as a month. It's Aquarium Month, Candy Month, Dairy Month, Fight the Filthy Fly Month, Gay Pride Month, National Accordion Awareness Month, National Adopt a Cat Month, National Fresh Fruit and Vegetables Month, Rose Month, and Turkey Lovers Month.
Busy month.
It's a month. It is.
Yeah. It's a month of all months.
Yeah, I'm having a little, I don't know if I'm going deaf or what. I'm not hearing a whole lot of my headphones, so I hope those of you out there can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear it in the mic, but the headphones are just a little quiet today.
You can hear it in the mic.
Yeah, I can hear myself talking, like I know.
I can't hear you at all, so I don't know.
You can't hear me at all?
No.
Mic is on, huh?
No.
Oh, darn. Well, if the little doodads up there are lighting up as they're supposed to, I guess we'll have to have faith.
The little doodads.
They're
Well, just keep an eye on your doodads, pal. And we'll just we'll plod right along here. So anyway, if you want to call and tell us about your doodads, 856-227-1360.
We're going to get a lot of calls.
I don't know if that's the best idea.
There's going to be a lot of heavy breathing on the line.
Yes.
Which may not altogether be a bad thing. Now, there are some bizarre things in the news that I did find this week. One of those, and now we went to the Ripley Museum in San Antonio.
We did.
We took the Doc and Amy show on the road to San Antonio, Texas, and we had a blast.
And we were the only ones there at the museum, too. There's nobody else there.
It was empty.
We owned that museum.
SeaWorld was the same way. We have pictures. There's not another soul.
No, it was dead. It was great.
I was getting a complex.
Yeah.
Someone must have told them in advance that we were on our way. So anyway, Ripley's, believe it or not, the national headquarters, I believe, is in Orlando, Florida. They're having, I believe this is the second year for it. They're having a strange mail contest. Okay.
Really?
Yes. Well, of course, really. What do you think? I'm talking to myself over here?
I don't know.
What it is, they have a setup where and I guess they've done this in cooperation with the Postal Service, and you could slap postage on something strange and mail it to them.
Really?
This is the only ruling parameter of the contest, and that is that you don't use envelopes, boxes, packages, padded envelopes, anything like that. You slap the postage right on the object.
Will the Postal Service take it that way?
They have agreed to do that.
Really?
The winner of the 2013 contest was a McDonald's Happy Meal laid out on a plastic plate with postage on it. The odd thing is, and this is why the believe it or not part comes into play.
Okay.
The Happy Meal has not degraded in the least over the last year.
Really?
Yes. So as testimony to the preservatives McDonald's puts in their food, it's still just as fresh as the day it was made. So
what if I get like roadkill and just scrape it up and then slap a stamp on it?
Well, as I looked at this, I think there's going to be a problem because you have to send this through the Postal Service. It must arrive by September 5th. So I think we're probably out of time.
Yeah, you're right.
So
yeah,
it's,
I think we're behind the eight ball here.
Yeah, it's already mid-June. It ain't happening. So and it's not going to arrive intact anyway. So, but I thought I'd let people know about that. If you do want to submit an entry,
that's pretty cool. What do you win? Do you win anything good?
Probably a write-up.
A brand new car.
Yes. Johnny, tell them what they won. It runs for 12 weeks. Entry should be arrive by September 5th. They should be addressed to Meyer at Ripley Entertainment Incorporated, 7576 Kings Point Parkway, Suite 188, Orlando, Florida, 32819. And again, if you're using the regular U.S. Postal Service, cross your fingers that it will get there by the first week of September. So, anyway.
All right, we'll have to check. I might have to think of something.
That's just bizarre enough to make our show right there.
Check that out.
Yeah, and I have some ideas. I may send them.
Oh, boy.
and the list is growing as I continue to think about it. Another really cool thing before we get to our usual antics. You're aware of, and now, Eddie, are you really well-versed in the news? Do you keep your ear to the grindstone as world events occur?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
All right. So you're aware of Toronto Mayor Rob Ford?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. For those of you who may not be aware of Toronto Mayor Rob Ford, he's basically the reincarnation of Chris Farley on the Canadian side of the border.
And a crack
this is our
addict.
crack-smoking Toronto mayor who's...
Jimmy Fallon loves him.
Yeah.
Everyone does. I mean,
does.
he could put comedians out of work, or comedy writers, rather. But right now, they are having open casting for Rob Ford the Musical.
Oh, my God.
They are not.
Rob
Who
Ford
is?
the Musical, Birth of a Ford Nation. Yes,
Wow.
in Toronto.
That exists.
Yeah, they're expected to open in mid-September, just ahead of October's mayoral election. So they have a whole musical tribute to Rob Ford. So if you want to try out for that, gain about 100 pounds and take your crack pipe.
I don't even know what to say.
There's nothing to say. But what can you say?
The only person that can play Rob Ford is Rob Ford.
Or Chris Farley, but he's dead.
Or Chris Farley,
yeah.
but he's dead. So yeah, it poses a problem.
Yeah. So
Wow. Chris Christie could probably pull it off. You saw him dance last week on Saturday Night Live.
No, I didn't, and I refuse to.
It was pretty funny.
I'm sure I've seen similar things, and I'm trying to get those out of my head. So,
No, wait, it wasn't Saturday Night Live. I think it was Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, he had to do it inside, or else if he was outside, on the pavement, he'd probably close another bridge.
Oh, he lost some poundage. I mean, he's still a little overweight
he's
there.
still a Michelin man, but he's lost a generous amount of weight.
He lost one of his tires.
Sorry, Chris. I know you're listening. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, he's our biggest fan.
Yes, in more ways than one. If you are interested in trying out for this part, there are open auditions in Toronto for Rob Ford the Musical, Birth of a Ford Nation. Well, it doesn't say colon, and I'm sorry I said that now. I'm thinking back on it, but yeah, that's happening. Wow. So.
Okay.
I can't wait for that to come out on Netflix, boy.
Oh boy.
We'll have to get that widescreen TV first, but. So anyway, those are some exciting little tidbits from the news, and I'm sure not to let you down, but there are more. But what I'd like to do is kind of shift gears here. Now, I warned Eddie ahead of the show that we do an ongoing little segment here called Two People, One Quote. And how that works, if this is the first time that you're tuning in to the Doc and Amy Show, and undoubtedly it'll be your last, so just you don't have to remember this very long. But Amy will offer a quote from late night comedian show host monologues, and then she will offer two alternative authors for that quote. And Eddie has to properly guess which person actually authored that quote.
Sounds like fun.
It's an exciting. This is the pinnacle of my week.
Oh Lord, thanks.
Especially when we do 5. Okay. Yeah. When it gets to the point where it's 2 and 2, you each have 2 correctly guessed. Yeah. I can barely contain myself. So
probably whoop me. That'll be embarrassing.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure Eddie's a well-rounded, well-informed young man. So
I don't like to brag, but
but you will.
Yeah. But if there's anything I could do, it's watch TV.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd like to get this underway, Eddie. You've been warned. Let's see how this plays out.
Okay, first quote. Domino's has a new voice-activated iPhone app that will help customers order pizza. You just speak your order into the phone, or, as that's called now, ordering pizza.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that's really revolutionary. Anyway.
I think we've done that. We had to call a number and speak into the phone.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Was that Jimmy Fallon or David Letterman?
It's got to be Jimmy Fallon.
It was Jimmy Fallon.
Excellent. See, trouble. Eddie's making a mark for himself right away.
John just guesses. He's like, it's got to be Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I can tell you probably in advance, I'm probably 100% correct on this. There's probably going to always be a choice of Jimmy. Jimmy something.
Yeah. There's some Jimmys here.
Okay, all right.
So it's 1 for Eddie. Eddie guessed Jimmy, and we're Johnny on the spot. So
okay.
Go ahead.
Oh boy. Okay. Mike, the Situation Sorrentino. Remember him? He was arrested for getting in a fight with his brother at a tanning salon. This marks a disturbing trend in orange on orange violence, which cannot continue. You gotta love that one. Was that Seth Meyers or Conan O'Brien?
Oh man. I'm going to go with Conan O'Brien.
He was right.
Very good. Eddie is dominating this game. He's on the board with 2. Somebody must have really gotten their behind stand on that one. So,
oh boy. Okay.
All right, so this is
it.
Quite a spectacle today. Go ahead, Amy. See what you got.
You know where it's bad now? Iraq. It was bad, and now it's getting worse. Today, President Obama said he might have to send in Dennis Rodman. Whatever. Was it David Letterman or Craig Ferguson?
I'm going to go with David Letterman.
Oh, I knew he was going to get it right.
Oh, that's 3 in a row. Eddie,
I knew this was bad.
You are the man.
John, if you go to St. Louis again.
John, if you're listening.
Don't come back.
We've replaced you in the 2 people, 1 quote here. Quite a competitor. Eddie
Mike,
has
the Situation Sorrentino after you.
Well, okay, but we do 5. So Amy still has a chance to get on the board and make a showing.
I hope so.
Well played, though. Let's see how it all turns out.
Here we go. Kim Kardashian is getting her own video game. If you're just sitting on your couch doing nothing all day, aren't you already playing the Kim Kardashian game? Love that. David Letterman or Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel.
You are right.
Ooh, 4 in a row.
Never again.
I have never been this impressed.
Wow.
No, he's you're good at this, dude. This is
You
Eddie's
owned it.
first time playing the game, and
owned it.
he owns it.
He
yes.
owns it, so-
But Amy still has one opportunity to make a showing. here,
Yeah,
so
okay,
Let's
here we
see how on the last one we'll cross our fingers for you.
All right. A Virginia woman on Tuesday graduated high school at the age of 111. She's the first person to graduate high school and have her whole life behind her. Was it Seth Meyers or Jimmy Fallon?
Seth Meyers.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
For fun.
Oh, we
Unbelievable.
need music. There should be a marching
But
band.
the
coming
best
through
part
right
is you don't even guess. You just knew.
I think we
Wow.
got a ringer here
I'm
that actually
impressed.
watches late night television.
Thank God he's
all
not
the
our.
time,
I'd
all
have
the
to pick some different quotes.
Incredibly played, Eddie. I think that's
Wow.
the second shutout in the whole time we've been doing this game, maybe.
Yeah.
Already a
Yeah.
legend. All right.
He's a
Yeah,
legend.
he is.
Yes. Yes.
We have to talk to him about some movies too.
Oh, biggest movie guy. Come
Oh,
on, bring
see,
it on. Bring
we
it on.
asked John. John, just dude, like,
We
I
love
know you're
John.
not listening, but it's not like we don't love you, John. We're not saying that, but
What if he calls in? And
yeah, wouldn't that be funny? No, John
I'm
doesn't
never
watch a
coming
lot
back.
of movies, so we'll talk about movies and
Airplane and
Oh yeah, yeah.
iconic movies and
Yeah.
and he's just too busy in Florida.
He's a sports guy. I'm a movie.
Yeah,
through and
yeah.
He
through.
is.
Yeah, we're not sports people either.
No, I have zero knowledge. Now I used to coach gymnastics, and one of my former team competitors went on to win a bronze in the Olympics.
Really?
So I was, it was my full time job teaching simultaneously at two gyms, kind of simultaneously, concurrently, whatever, and. So that I know, that sport, I can talk that.
Right.
Otherwise, nothing. I got nothing. But the Johnny Forsyth show on, I believe it's Tuesday mornings, 9 to 11 or 9 to 10?
9 to 10.
9 to 10.
Yeah, okay. Do catch that. That's a fun. Even I'm not a sports guy, but I like listening to it. He's got lots of energy. Sometimes he has an ex-president on there and all kinds of cool things.
An
So,
ex-president.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah, like George W. Bush on
George
that
Bush.
one.
Yes, yep. Yeah,
What?
yeah. He's amazing. So
Okay.
he doesn't know anything about movies, and he can't play the two people, one quote as
kinda like
consistently as
that.
Eddie does. Eddie's first showing, and it was a
Wow.
shutout.
Already
That's
dominant.
really sad.
I am impressed.
I'm very sad.
Well, before I get into some of my nonsense, do you have anything that just jumps out at you from the
Well,
news today?
I had some stuff left over from last week, but I can't remember.
We
that
don't
I
want
did.
stale
Did I do
news.
my little Joe Biden skit last week? My little Joe Biden thing? I don't think I did. No.
That should be
No?
interesting.
I'm
Okay.
beside myself. Go
Here
ahead.
we go. During a commencement speech at the University of South Carolina, Joe Biden encourages students to work hard and dream big, and explains that his goal of being the second most powerful man in the world who has disappeared into obscurity has finally come true. Several students were heard shouting, "I thought we were getting Pamela Anderson." Yeah, so that's it. Poor Joe Biden.
Well, and apparently there are a couple of people left that haven't gotten Pamela Anderson. But anyway,
That is not right.
well, that's my trademark existence.
Oh,
Yes.
please.
So what else do you have that I can get us knocked off the air with?
I'll just let you do your stuff for now.
Alrighty. Well, you don't know what you're saying, but okay.
No, I got some other stuff. You go ahead.
Well, let's see. We did the Rob Ford thing. I'm beside myself waiting for that to happen. Now there's a little thing going on. I guess in Brazil, some kind of soccer game. Am I
little something called the World Cup.
Yeah, a bunch of bunch of
I've
Nancy
kind of
boys
just
running around kicking a ball. Big deal.
What's
Look
the
at
World
the-
Cup?
Yeah, I know, really.
Well, I've got one of those that I used in baseball, but.
Oh,
Let's see.
whatever.
Here's what happened was there was, and I don't know how, but anticipated shortage of hotel rooms in Brazil for some kind of world event.
Yeah.
They didn't see that one coming. I'm not even.
Suck that much.
I don't even think the stadium's done really, but whatever. They didn't seem to be ahead of the curve on any of it. So there was a shortage of accommodations, and a gentleman from England was looking for rooms, and a lot of people were complaining that when it came closer to the event, the rooms were starting to double and triple in price, even if they'd already made their arrangements.
Really?
So this gentleman decided he would do something about that. He books a hotel how I can say this appropriately. It's a hotel that normally rents by the hour.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of red lights.
Nice way to skirt around that issue.
That was
Yes.
good. That was really good.
Well, but he
That's all
said,
to you.
believe me, I have to curtail what I'm thinking all the time.
Exactly.
What he did say, however, was that it's clean. It's a toilet, a bathroom, everything. He said it was very clean.
Hey.
So, hats off. I mean, it's, God helping me, could have been at the Motel 6 or something. So the hotel is called the Up Cow.
The Up Cow?
Up Cow.
Up Cow.
Did I say? Sorry. Usually charges.
What are you, like an African clicking clan or something?
No, I'm a Pop-Tart. I don't know.
We should do our whole show in that.
I wish you hadn't even done that.
It'd be a long hour.
Whatever, yeah. That hurts. It's a lot of work.
Sounds like bugs. They usually charge 15 reals, that's $7.50 for an hour, 20 reals for 2, and between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. it's a little higher. But they almost, it's 250 reals a night. So if you kind of do the math, it's the Motel 6, but only cleaner.
Yeah.
So this prompted my thinking as to, I think, maybe places to stay, overnight board or hourly boarding houses, maybe were the first to really hit the market, the initial, like the oldest occupation.
Okay.
And maybe that's why they call them hotels.
Oh, I
It's
don't
just a
think
thought.
so.
I was working this idea. Okay.
I think you're
That's
stretching things. a
Then you
little.
have motels.
Yeah.
Then you have home hotels. That's a completely different category.
Yeah,
Motels?
completely different.
That's probably rent by the quarter hour. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. I didn't even develop this ahead of time, but it did jump out at me.
We don't have any
There's a-
idea what you're
good.
saying.
There's a
either.
picture, and it does look clean.
The
Okay.
pictures always look clean.
We're gonna have to take your word for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Did you take that picture?
no, it's an interesting picture. I can't stop looking at it.
Oh, jeez.
I gotta see that.
Ugh.
What's that? Oh, wait a minute here. Okay, he's run around the table there. No, see, I'm just kidding. It's a family holding.
Such a
yeah.
liar.
I am. Well, that's part
It's
of my
a family?
That's my
That's
success
even
in broadcasting.
worse.
If I said and told the truth, nobody would listen.
Sorry to call you out there live
We
on the
fall
radio.
asleep. Yeah.
It's if I make it up as I go, who's going to call me on it? Okay. Let's see. I have like several. I have the Rob Ford musical in here like 3 times. I don't know why.
Yeah, we
I
did the Rob Ford
I'm so
musical
excited about it. I can't wait.
yesterday at the archery range. We drive this, 45 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Because there's no archery ranges close by, and the oldest likes archery.
He did until yesterday.
And we get there, and it's just a field with 3 backstops, although 2 of the backstops are missing, so it just had 1 backstop.
No, there were 2. The other one was kind of raggedy. It was the one off to the right.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, this was worth a 45-minute drive.
It was just a completely abandoned, flat piece of ground with
Yeah.
a target in the middle.
Really?
I thought they would have like trails or something
Yeah.
where you could at least walk around,
Yeah,
like
it's
something else to see.
Part of the Department of Natural Resources or Fish and Game or whoever owns it that were paying taxes.
little
for it.
too
It
natural.
wasn't even mowed. It was just like, here you go.
Yeah, it was.
Point toward the tree.
Thought we were in Indiana.
No, Indiana's much Department of. There is no Department of Fish and Game. There's, there's an office, 2 fish playing the game. Basically, That's all.
Whatever.
It's
They go
Scrabble.
playing Go Fish.
Yeah, they work for scale. I don't know.
Homemade.
Um,
No, that was crazy though.
yes, and
It was there was nothing there. I'm like, I can't believe we drove 45 minutes. We drove past like 500 fields on the way to get to this specific field. Although it would have been illegal to shoot in the other ones, but
I don't know about that.
that was ridiculous.
I'm not worried about illegal. That's such a
I
fluid
know.
term
Well, you're
in New
not,
Jersey.
but I am. It's such a fluid term.
It really is.
Hey, I wasn't shooting at nobody. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
What's with the hands?
I don't know.
He always brings his hands in real close and his arms to his body. And then when he does that voice, his arms don't move, just the hands move.
Well,
like you're tied up.
You
or
just don't
something.
know. That's my T-Rex impression. That's what I
Oh,
did.
okay.
Yeah.
Then that's what it
Yes.
is. All right. Yeah.
Yes.
That's when it comes
The
time
most
to do the
frustrated
dishes.
animal on the planet.
You do that too. I can't move my You have to do the dishes.
You ever think about doing motion capture for Jurassic Park 4? You know, could work out well for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I prefer this. Really.
He's old enough.
Oh, yes. All righty
Right
then.
in.
Okay. Well, if you're just tuning into the Doc Show, you can join this frivolity, 856-227-1360. If you do miss us, you can always catch an archive show on our website, which is thedocandamyshow.com. I always think I'm leaving something out. I don't know.
We're on Twitter.
I said that before. Yes, you can tweet us at Doc and Amy Show. Do I even have the... yes, I have the Twitter up here. Nobody's twitting. Wait a minute.
Where's Amberly?
What's
Come on,
this
Amberly.
thing?
You got to tweet
Wait,
us.
I got a direct message here. What's it say?
Oh, it's so exciting.
Oh,
it's
it's
probably an insurance company for insurance.
No, it's someone thanking us for following their talk show on radio. So,
Oh, how nice.
yeah, we'll get
I
back to
wish
that.
we could send them a thank you for following us. Are they following us?
I don't know. I don't have all that kind of time right now. Okay?
Oh, come on now. You can multitask.
It did whatever.
Whatever.
Anyway, there we go. So there's this other little item that I noticed. We have spent a little time tossing the football around. We did the archery yesterday, which was a lot more exertion than I thought, chasing down those arrows.
Yeah, it was. Well, it
yes.
was hard to find some of them. We have to spray paint them.
Well,
like
at that
bright orange
incredible
or
shrinking
something.
target, you know. Anyway, in Michigan, authorities say a man tried to throw a football loaded with drugs and cell phones into the yard of a state prison. Okay? Now, usually if they're out I used to work in a maximum security prison. There are lots of footballs flying around. Okay? Here's the problem with this guy's planning. You have to have enough of an arm to make it over the wall. All right? Just a little hint for you kids out there, if you're listening, if you're going to throw a football laden with drugs and cell phones into a prison, make sure you got the pipes for it, okay?
I know I don't.
Well, yeah, it was...
Did they not think somebody would notice?
Nobody pays attention. These guys are standing up. They're leaned against the wall, into guard towers, dead asleep, holding a .243 in their hands. They got nothing to do. They're up there for 8 hours, holding a rifle. One of them almost shot me when I was going across the yard.
What
That's
I
another
would
story.
have done is thrown something over, like
You would have thrown like a teddy bear, and you'd have been caught like
some
that.
fresh baked muffins or something delectable to
No, something that belongs in a prison. That's the whole hook, okay?
no, and then that would have distracted them. Then I would have thrown the football.
Some flowers. Here's a throw pillow full of drugs. There you go.
Throw pillow full of drugs.
Okay. Getting back to my original story, that is something that is fairly well camouflaged. If you don't see it come over the wall, just bouncing around the yard, probably no one would take that much notice.
Right.
He makes it past the outside fence, but not over the inside fence, and nowhere close to the wall.
Oh my
So he's standing there trying to figure out what to do, which there's nothing he can do but run. I don't know if he was
very far.
probably not bright enough to do that, but.
That's crazy.
They saw the man throw the football, and then he was taken into custody. The ball contained heroin, marijuana, tobacco, 3 cell phones, and their chargers.
Are you kidding me?
So, partially in this guy's defense, the thing must have weighed, I don't know, what, 20 pounds?
Yeah.
It's like a shot put, okay? So, a pointed
credit
shot
where
put.
it's due. Like, that was a
Yeah.
good throw.
Yeah, so he should have had one of those water balloon slings, I don't know.
Why cell phones?
Why not? I mean, what goes better with heroin than a cell phone? I don't know.
Okay, I don't.
If you have the chance,
Paris
just go
Hilton.
for it.
What?
You know?
I need to, shooting teenage boys over the wall or something. I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyway, that story,
Wow.
that struck me. If it really will add to the odds of your success if you've got enough of an arm to get it inside the wall. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
I don't know.
And where was this?
Michigan.
I
think
thought
Jackson,
maybe it was
Michigan.
in Indiana. Then it would explain a lot.
Yeah, kind of.
No, in Indiana,
Yeah.
they just take their cannon and start shooting things over the
Yeah,
wall.
no kidding. I'm
Yeah.
surprised nobody tried to fly over and drop something from a plane.
It's controlled airspace over prisons.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can't do that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Doesn't it kind of make sense?
yeah. I guess.
Okay, there you go.
I'm not very into the criminal world. I'm sorry. It's not my thing. Just like John isn't into movies. I'm not well versed in the rules of the criminal world.
You're ready to be booked and fingerprinted if you don't leave at least a 20%.
Like, I would-
You have a very low threshold for
I'd be like,
mischief.
Smuggle me in some artichokes and a good book.
I don't understand. There is not a chance in hell that you would ever be in a prison, even as a tourist or
I
a
know,
visitor.
you're right. I'm too straight and narrow. I won't do anything wrong.
See you'd be doing a Martha Stewart show live in the prison.
Yeah, I sent the kids in last week. We went to Dunkin' Donuts.
She sent the kids into prison last week.
No, I sent
Interesting
them in
parenting.
with a coupon, and then Doc and I snuck in afterwards so we could use 2 coupons.
To prison?
No, into
prison?
Dunkin'
Dunkin'
Donuts.
Donuts, yeah.
We
Oh,
split
okay,
our
all right.
party so we could use 2 coupons, and I was feeling a little like I had.
This is why she wouldn't be successful at crime. She just had to admit this on
No, I felt
a
kinda
broadcast
guilty.
medium.
Live
I felt
on
kind of
air.
guilty. I don't know.
Just a secret between us and our listeners. Nicely
No,
done,
I
Tommy.
just-
You're always in
I can't
great
help
form.
it. I'd be a really bad criminal.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can. Well, whatever. This has gone completely around the bend. What we'd like to do now, I'm going to take a nap, and
please.
we're going to go to our commercial break. Amy's going to be in charge of doing that, and when we get back, we will have more of the frivolity of the Doc and Amy show. I know you have a lead into this particular. What we're going to do, as we do always at the bottom of the hour, we are going to pay tribute to those who actually make the show possible for you to listen to. We want to remind you that you can call us at 856-227-1360 to be a part of this foolishness. Plan on doing that when we come back from these messages.
Hey everybody, we want to let you in on a little secret of ours. CPS Computers. They have new computers and equipment for you at great prices. And they do free diagnostics. And they can fix your broken machine for you. And get this, they can also do screen repair. And now, hard drive recovery. Remember, diagnostics are free. And if you have a computer-related need, they can help you out. They have 2 locations, one in Woodbury Heights at 722 Mantua Pike between the Subway and the Dollar Tree. The phone number for that location is 856-251-1005. And they have another location in Cinnaminson in the Sherwin-Williams Plaza at 1204 Route 130 North. The phone number for that location in Cinnaminson is 856-829-3289. For a limited time, just mention the Doc and Amy Show for a 10% discount. And look for information and coupons on our website, thedocandamyshow.com. Remember, CPS Computers for everything you need for your computer.
At Steel Shield Consulting, we're aware that these troubled economic times lead to, well, trouble. We stand ready to provide the security solutions and peace of mind that people desire at a minute fraction of the cost of national firms with multi-year contracts. Companies that offer cookie-cutter, bare-bones packages that leave vulnerabilities in place. Since the idea is total protection, shouldn't you be offered total solutions? At Steel Shield Consulting, we strive to construct an impenetrable barrier of protection custom designed to cover all the bases. The time is now. The need is urgent and money is tight. We address this with Steel Shield's triple play, promptly addressing critical home security needs while working within budgets. Save yourself thousands without sacrificing protections. Remote alarm notification, 2-way emergency voice communication, and all the important features you want and need can be had for thousands less than the other guys. Call Steel Shield today and give yourself the peace and security you need at 856-571-3939. That's 856-571-3939. Steel Shield Consulting. The Doc and Amy Show has a new member of our growing family, TLC's Polish Water Ice. They have 2 convenient locations nearby to serve you. In Woodbury at 534 Route 45 next to Domino's and 416 Herfville Cross Keys Road by the Subway. This creamy water ice treat that began on the boardwalk is now proud to say, from the boardwalk to your sidewalk. But more about that in a minute. Let's have Amy tell you about her personal experience.
I was never a fan of water ice until I got a free sample at the boardwalk one day, and I was hooked. I'm addicted. When we visited the Washington Township store, Matt, the owner, was so nice. We had a double take deal that we couldn't use up since it was just the 2 of us, and he insisted that we take some more home.
I've spoken with Matt as well, and I'm impressed not only with their customer service, but they're making it more convenient than ever for you to get some great Polish water ice. Now, from the boardwalk to your sidewalk, let you know that if you have an event or fundraiser and would like to include some amazing Polish water ice, their Will Come to You program makes that happen. Matt will make sure that your event includes that great Polish water ice treat. Just give him a call at 856-381-3332 or email him at eatpolishwaterice@gmail.com. And be on the lookout for Polish water ice available at retailers around the area.
And you can find them on Facebook at TWP Polish Water Ice. Go try it for yourself. You'll get hooked too.
Do you like great Italian food? Then you have to visit The Vault, located at 810 East Clements Bridge Road in Runnymede, New Jersey. They make the best South Philly gravy and homemade meatballs and feature Richie's Pizza, voted the best of South Jersey 5 years in a row. Check out our specials. Monday and Thursdays is Burger Mania. Choose one of 13 great burgers with fries for only $7.50. Wednesdays and Saturdays, enjoy one of 14 great pasta dishes, including salad and garlic bread for just $9.99. Thursdays and Fridays, it's Richie's award-winning large pizza, $8.99 dine-in or take-out. Sunday, it's delicious meals of mussels for $8.99 or manicotti and meatballs for $9.99. Every day is special at The Vault. Enjoy our Summer Wing Fest 2014. Get this, folks, 10 jumbo party wings, only $6.50. And every day is happy hour. Great drink specials from 11 to 7. That's The Vault at 810 East Clements Bridge Road between the Black Horse Pike and the Jersey Turnpike. Their telephone number is 856-219-3441. The Vault, locking in savings on great food. Get to The Vault.
Okay, well, we are back. I do want to say we were at the Vault yesterday. Richie took really good care of us, and we had pizza and Richie's Pizza
It was really
voted
good.
best in South Jersey 5 years in a row, as I said in the commercial. We had wings, we had burgers, we
crab
just sampled
fries.
a lot of things, crab fries. Everything was excellent.
It
Everything
really
was perfectly
was.
cooked. You got to get there, man. It was awesome, and the food, the prices are incredible. So, highly recommend going to the Vault over there in Runnymede. Awesome food. So, anyway, I can't say enough about it. But
Now I'm getting hungry again.
oh, jeez, here we go. Okay. Every time I mention any kind of food, she starts craving like a pregnant woman.
Well, because we eat weird on Sundays because the show's right at dinner time.
Yeah.
So now I'm starving right now. So I always crave something every show.
There she goes right out the door. Bye.
Now I'm
Get to
craving
the
the
Vault.
wings we had
It's
last
the
night.
Doc
But
show now.
well, that'll never happen.
whatever.
You can join us, of course, as we said, 856-227-1360, which corresponds to WNJC 1360. We
Wow.
love it here. We're glad
You are so observant.
observant.
Acerbic.
Okay, let's let it go ahead and be the Doc
That
show
was
for a
just a
minute.
hot insult.
At least let me finish my thought. No, we are proud to be broadcasting on WNJC 1360. It's like a family here. We love it. We have a new cousin, Eddie.
Happy
Cousin
to be a part of the
Eddie.
family, yeah.
Time to drain the. From National Lampoons. I couldn't
Yeah.
say it.
I'm sorry, I went to the Munsters. I went a completely different direction. So anyway.
That's a classic,
Yes,
man, that movie.
yes. Actually, my dad bought a motorhome in 1969, and we went traveling all over the places. And there were a couple of occasions when we did exactly that.
You had to drain that.
Found a storm drain, you betcha. You do what you got to do. When it starts
Yeah.
backing up inside the little
I want to
enclosure.
vomit now.
All right. Yeah, now we got
Yeah.
that image.
First she's hungry, then she's going to vomit. Are you sure you're not
That's
pregnant?
gross.
Now I'm not hungry anymore.
Okay, we passed the first trimester of the Doc and Amy show. All right. Whatever. I don't.
So I have to follow up on something you said earlier about the Ripley's, believe it or not.
Okay.
And the McDonald's Happy Meal that was mailed, and then a year later it didn't look any different.
Right.
Okay. I have a couple surprising facts about your favorite fast food restaurant.
Taco Bell?
No.
No.
McDonald's hamburgers don't rot because they're low moisture. And
sure.
it leaves it dehydrate. So when it dehydrates, the very little moisture that it has, it makes it like into jerky. So that explains it. And just in case everybody wanted to know, the McDonald's chicken nuggets actually come in 4 shapes, and they have names. The bone, the boot, the ball, and the bell.
I don't want any more.
And there won't be any comments from you on any of that. Because I can hear your
Darn.
mind turn.
And I had some too. Well, and
I'll have
what
two
about
balls, a bell, and 2 boots, please. Oh, and throw in a bone, too.
the hotels across the street? Anyway, yeah. Well, what about now? The buns don't mold either, apparently.
Oh, they don't?
And the fries, it's
Oh,
sad.
yeah, yeah.
This year-old Happy Meal is the
Yeah.
same way it was when
That's
they got there.
scary. But I will say that
That means if you eat food 3 meals a day, every day, you'll live forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah, that would be
God.
great.
Sweet.
You'll look like hell, but you'll live
Yeah.
forever.
Just go to the gym after every meal, and then boom, you're in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're done.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
No thanks.
That's that's like a McLie, but whatever.
A McLie.
So now, were you going to segue into
No,
something there, or are you just
the other
throwing crazy
little-
crap at me?
The other little, Pinterest had a board that people could post their guilty secrets. So this I had to bring up
That sounds like fun.
for 2 reasons, because these
Can
guilty
you put a poster on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
These guilty secrets are really lame, which would be
8mm
one of
movie.
my guilty secrets. It would be like my Dunkin' Donuts.
Are you sure you want to share
coupon.
this on the? We've already spilled all kinds of.
Yeah, so the
beans
first one is
Yeah,
I
keep
always close the silverware drawer with a pelvic thrust. That was someone's first guilty secret. The next one, and this is why I say this,
I've closed a lot of dates that way. Go ahead.
I have to say this because the next one is when I'm high, I chase my cat around the house pretending to be a T-Rex.
So do I.
Know what that-
So I had to do the call back to your little T-Rex activity earlier.
You know what I used to do? My dad would have me go over and mow his yard, and the dog would flip out at the lawnmower. So I used to chase the dog around with the lawnmower.
Oh, that's
And,
cruel.
and when I was done mowing the yard, there were all these designs, look like crop circles out in his yard. He didn't care for that. The dog and I had a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
Or you did. The dog wanted to get out.
The dog,
Probably scared to death.
If the dog had stopped short, it would have had the haircut of its life. Believe me.
That's so nice.
No, I would. I mean, you gotta have fun. I mean, it's
Yeah, you, not the
At
dog.
someone else's expense. But
Yeah,
you gotta-
really.
you
Hey,
gotta
when
enjoy
when,
life.
when you're short and goofy looking, you have to make your own fun. Nobody's gonna help you. So anyway,
Oh, jeez.
so apparently now Pinterest. That's a thing.
That's a thing, and you go on and you take pictures of things and you post them on boards,
Okay.
or you just post them on
So
your
that's
site.
that's for people who have less of a life than the folks on Facebook. They can.
Actually,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I've been your daughter sent me some stuff on pictures on Pinterest, and there's some really cool you can get some cool craft ideas and stuff like that.
Craft
decorating
ideas, chick stuff. Okay, so that explains
Well,
it. It's a
you
chick
could
stuff.
say you could start a meat board where you take pictures of the meat that you've cooked.
Why?
I did that decades ago, but it wasn't well received.
You could start up your own.
I was
man-
chairman of the meat board.
You could start up your own site, like a man's type Pinterest site.
A Manson type Pinterest site. It'd be more like it. Anyway, all right. That's sort of interesting. Let's see.
Thanks. I also have another article, which if we have time, we can talk about it later. It's 10 things beer wants you to do with it. But we'll talk about that later.
What is
Well, when it gets to the time of night when it's starting to talk to me, those ideas aren't really in my best interest.
10
I can
ideas
tell you.
of things to do with beer. And I don't think we found this on Pinterest. So Pinterest. I think it's Pinterest.
The only I can tell you that it works in a bong. I can tell you that. Along
it
with
works
snow.
with a thong.
She said in a song.
Dr. Seuss time.
Okay, yes.
It works when it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Okay, guys, you can stop now.
Yes, please. Thank you. Finally, we have somebody.
got flagged.
We have an adult in charge. Thank you. No, snow really is the best thing. But I digress.
Anyway,
So, I'm sorry. So that we don't insult any delicate sensibilities out there, let's talk about the strip club by the nuns. Convent here.
what?
Yes, in Stone Park, Illinois. That's kind of a
Stone
segue.
Park,
That's
that
kind
was
of
a great
segue.
segue.
Hey, I've done this before.
Segways are us today.
And here's a convent of nuns in suburban Chicago has filed a lawsuit against a neighbor, a strip club, they say plays throbbing music while the nuns try to play. I didn't write this, okay? I would have had a different...
Well, the nuns try to play?
Pray.
Oh,
pray.
okay.
Pray.
Picture them in the courtyard playing dodgeball.
With their...
Yeah, with their T-Rex arms.
Yeah. Rubbing their rosary beads. The Sisters of St. Charles named Club Allure Chicago and the Village of Stone Park in their lawsuit filed Friday in Cook County Circuit Court. They claim the club violates Illinois zoning laws, which require a 1,000-foot buffer between adult entertainment facilities and places of worship.
Really?
Wow.
1,000 feet.
Yeah, that's what it
I don't even, so if it's 998 feet, somebody's pacing this
But
all.
isn't it right across the street? How did they get a permit to open business?
Oh, who cares?
Maybe they didn't.
Yeah,
Who
they
cares?
did. That's what
They
matters.
did. I
Wow.
mean, they're I'm sure they're paying taxes, and they've got electric service and all that kind of thing. I'm sure they, they had to establish themselves somehow. The sisters, the sisters' property in Melrose Park includes 3 chapels. The strip club opened in the neighboring village of Stone Park in September. Sisters have seen public violence, drunkenness, litter, all kinds of crazy things, whiskey bottles, discarded, questionable products. And they also mentioned the pulsating and rhythmic staccato beat noise and flashing neon and strobe lights that disturb the nuns when they're trying to pray. So,
With that said,
A cool nun would pray by strobe light. That's just my
a
thought.
flying nun would,
Yeah.
would put snow in her bong.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Yeah.
They should embrace it.
So I'm trying to remember.
I think Jesus would.
we're
I
getting
do.
deep now.
What
We're
would
getting
Jesus
really
do?
deep.
He'd tuck a buck. You make it rain
Oh, my God.
for 40 days and 40 nights.
And then he'd walk on it. I think Jesus would embrace strobe lights and staccato music. I do. I
We'll
think
get
he
a
would
lot of
embrace it.
priest callers and say, no, actually, he would have done this.
I think he'd, and it wouldn't have been a specific style of music. He probably would really be into the crossover.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
This actually turned
had
into a
a
debate.
liner.
Like, this is turning into a debate. Like, we're just like,
Yeah.
No, this,
Yeah.
What this is turning into is a
whole
real
segment.
problem at home later. That's what this is turning into.
What would Jesus do?
Well.
Anyway.
Title of the new segment. That's it. This is your new segment now.
Is it called Club Mary Magdalene?
Yes, I'm sure it is. Yes, and that would be pure genius. I mean, that what a crowd would draw. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
come in for a communion. If
Let's
you
see.
know what
Who
I'm
else can we offend today? Let's go down the list.
saying. Hey, I can. How many nuns are going to take me down? Come on, I ain't scared of no nuns.
Nah.
I mean, you tried to arm wrestle me with both of your kids on the same arm,
Yeah,
and
it
it didn't
didn't
happen.
really
so,
work.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty. Either
Weenie.
you're really strong or we're
That
really
makes my
weak.
story completely pathetic, but go on.
Well, unfortunately, we will.
Oh,
So
my
what this
God.
goes on to say is, and I'm kind of diluting the story a little bit. The owner said that the club's dancers aren't monsters; they're daughters, they're mothers, and some of them are Catholics too. So I don't.
I don't even have.
I
any
don't see a
comment.
problem with it.
There's so many things I could say, but it doesn't surprise me.
Well, I had a line yesterday about dollars. Talked.
I don't remember.
It was good.
I don't listen to you a lot unless you're
There's
opening your
news.
wallet or something.
Okay. Boy, we were just getting all kinds of stunning revelations out here right now.
You got your T-Rex arms going.
Yeah.
And then that's when she's like, oh, it's important.
Whatever.
Oh, my
Okay. So as we go into near dead air here, let's.
Why don't they just have like a confessional right when you walk out?
Who would
that
have
served
time
you-
for that?
Why not?
Touche.
Yeah.
Well, but you have to have one for the customers and one for the employees.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I sat in the confessional one time, and I got in there, and I shut the door, and I said, "Okay, you first." Then I asked if there was any paper on his side. They kicked me out.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
All right.
here's something that really reinforces my disbelief in general with some of the things going on in chicks' heads.
Sounds
Okay.
great. All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, it's all like butterflies and unicorns
Let's
up
get
there anyway.
sexist now. All right.
Yeah, that's great.
Hey, I've got an agenda. Don't slow me down.
Working to a goal. All right.
The headline of this, Eddie, is "Women Lust Over a Model Like U.S. Felon's Mugshot."
Oh, yeah, I saw this guy.
He looks like
He's the slanty eye kind of guy.
No, he's not. No, he looks like.
I mean, like slit-eyed, not slanty-eyed.
They're not
like,
slit-eyed.
Like
They're just.
he's got the sexy.
He's got these ice blue eyes with the jailhouse teardrop behind the left one.
No, he just looked like his eyes weren't all the way open. That's what he was like.
They probably weren't.
Yeah. He
anyway.
was probably doing drugs or something.
Continue.
Okay.
Women have flooded the Facebook page of a U.S. city's police department with lust-fueled comments about the mugshot of a criminal who looks distinctly like a male model. Like an almost male model. Jeremy Meeks, a 30-year-old convicted felon, was one of 4 men arrested Wednesday in raids in Stockton, California, after a spate of shootings and robberies.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a keeper. Okay? By midday Thursday, his mugshot had more than 12,200 likes and nearly 3,000 comments.
Wow.
While it had been shared more than 300 times on Facebook.
Hey.
Oh my God, super delicious, commented
Super delicious.
Commented Adjutha Lambertina, while Michelle Asher Morales asked, "Can we be handcuffed together, Lordy?"
But I bet he puts the toilet seat down. I do.
I'll bet he does too. Because he's sitting all the time.
That's all right.
So this. The only thing that flashes to mind is, everybody's pushing to have a chick for president, and they're really not doing themselves any good here.
Oh,
Good luck, Hillary. Jeez.
Well,
Yeah.
Hillary, that looks like a mugshot right there.
It's not like the guy, I read this story, and it's not like the guy got arrested for jaywalking or writing a bad check.
Shootings and robberies.
I mean, he's a vicious criminal. How could you even find somebody like that attractive? I don't understand that. Is there something I should know?
About me?
You're looking at me like
I'm
with a
hardly
blank stare.
vicious.
Why don't you make your eyes all like just into slits and give me that look, that sexy look? He does the T-Rex arms.
Somebody, I don't know.
Wow.
Never mind.
That's just wrong.
See, the problem, but I have this problem between myself and the FCC.
Okay.
They stop me from saying so many cool things.
Yeah, I know. That's hard.
So anyway,
It would be a lot funnier if we didn't have to contend.
Hopefully, Nancy Boy will be in jail for a long time, and the women who are all over the social media and flouting their brains will have something to lust over forever.
I'm sure he'll have a lot of prison pen pals or pen pals.
Well, they're in the pen, so I guess that works.
Yeah, there you go.
Jeez.
That was very crafty.
Just walk out. That's it. Done.
Yeah. What else can you say? I am looking. What do you have over there as I search for my next?
Nothing. I don't have anything.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. I had I had a couple things from last week, but I think
Well, if they're from McDonald's, they'll keep.
Yeah, I think I kind of used everything that I had for last week. So you're on your own.
Well, I did some stories last week, and I remember the one that really stood out. And I don't know. And again, you got to wonder what chicks are thinking sometimes. The one story from Juneau, Alaska.
Okay.
Where the woman wanted to change her daughter's name to Awesome.
Yes.
Hey.
And how is she spelling that?
That's
Awesome.
pretentious.
AWESOME.
How would you spell it?
I don't know. You could mix it up a little.
AWSUM. LOLOMG.
I'm surprised nobody's tried that yet.
Yeah, well, and I said, it was just trying to keep up with the trend after she, her other two children, gnarly and bitchin'.
Yeah. This is my daughter LOL and my son at OMG.
I was in Kmart one time. That much I hate to admit, but I was walking around and this woman is yelling for her children. Her son's name, drum roll, Shivas. Yes.
Can you imagine?
I remember my sister, my snobling, was a social worker, and she dealt with inner city youth, and there were you collect stories.
Yeah.
Okay. This one of her clients' children was named Shithayed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now, think about how that's spelled in your mind.
Shithayed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure she went through 12 years of school, if she did, and never kept a dime of her milk money.
No. Now, how about the twin boys who were Johnny Walker Red and Johnny Walker Black? Did you hear about them?
No.
Yeah.
Well, how about 5 Georges in one house?
Yeah, really.
Guys out there too. Jeez.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand this. People were going crazy over the George Foreman grill.
Yeah.
Everybody had to have a George Foreman grill. I mean, millions
It's nothing
in the
special.
first week. It's a waffle iron.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's like smack upside the head. George, it's a
Yeah.
waffle iron. Slow down.
Yeah.
I don't get it. You know, he names all his kids George. Okay, I'm not going to be real enthusiastic and hang my hat on, you know, a spokesman for my company who used to make his living by getting punched in the head. Okay? That's a
Yeah.
serious, you know, I can see a downside.
Well, then you have
And they had to stop him. They had to give him something else to cook with. He tried the microwave, and every time something was done, the bell went off. He knocked somebody out. They were saying to his wife, he must be handy in the kitchen. Nobody's undefeated in there.
I think celebrities have the weirdest names for their kids, like Jason Lee, Pilot, Inspector. And then you have Bob Geldof, Fifi Trixie Bell.
Really?
Yeah, and then David Duchovny and Tia Leone named their son Kid.
Kid.
Yo, Kid, get over here.
Hey, kid, come here.
Yeah, I mean, really?
And this is my kid. I mean, kid. That's my kid. Kid.
Steven Spielberg, Destry?
Well, that's from the movie Destry Rides Again, probably. That's
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Bono, who is
An idiot.
from Ireland, whatever, named his daughter Memphis Eve. Memphis.
That sounds like a feminine hygiene product, doesn't it?
It does. And then, of course, we have Michael Jackson's Blanket. And then
Michael Jackson's blanket?
Yeah.
Is it like the Shroud of Turin?
Joke.
Yeah. and then we can't forget Shannon Sossaman, who named her child Audio Science.
Audio Science.
It doesn't even sound like a name.
Audio Science.
Oh, and then the best one, Rob Morrow from the TV show Numbers.
Numbers?
It's Two Morrow is the name.
2 at the numeral 2?
T.U. Morrow.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the last one I have to say is Jermaine Jackson's son, Your Majesty.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Well, I think maybe we should probably
Well, we have 3 minutes.
yeah.
And what we would like to do with that remaining time is always we like to let folks know how much we appreciate them listening. We appreciate our sponsors who help bring the Doc and Amy show to you every week between 5 and 6. In the future here, in the very near future, we hope to be doing some surprise things, one of which would be a live remote.
It's not a surprise now.
No.
Okay, so, I retract that. The listeners are instructed to disregard my earlier remarks. No, we're going to do a live remote, and at some point we're going to from somewhere. I don't know from the house. I don't know. We'll do somewhere, but I'm working on a couple of those, and that's going to be exciting. So. Be looking forward to that. I'll have that on our website, which is grossly behind schedule. I apologize. We don't have any other real news items happening.
Nope, I don't think so.
We want to say hello to Helen in Glasgow, Scotland, Dan and Tony in New Orleans, Amberly in Illinois. And we are going to be going out with a surprise song from, I believe, Todd Chappelle.
It is.
Do
Yep.
you know which one it is?
Bob Costa's Eyes.
Oh, Bob Costa's Eyes. I love that. Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here at the Doc and Amy Show. On behalf of Eddie and Amy and myself, we hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next week.
He knows who wins the gold. He's never surprised. His skin never gets old. He's got Bobby Costas eyes. He'll throw statistics on you. You won't have to think twice.